Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing stock shit, and we are going to start off with the T95 with the shit gun. Compared to the big gun of the T95, the DPM is actually not bad. It is 105mm, whereas the big gun is the 155mm. Now, the penetration absolutely sucks on this thing. 198. The Alpha 310 has a good rate of fire, good reload, pretty good shell velocity, good aim time, and the dispersion is exactly the same. So I mean, there is no reason, absolutely no reason to play this gun. And if you're grinding the T95, I would suggest to wait until you've got enough free XP. I mean, for a tier 8 gun, it's not the worst guns. It can do the job. The penetration, as I've said, is not the greatest. But you switch to Pramo, you can penetrate a lot of things. Not everything, but a lot of things. You can see here the WZ. I can penetrate the bottom plate, but I can't penetrate the upper plate. Now, a T95 with a big gun, that should go through the front plate like butter. So you could do your job. Now, I was running this now, and the majority of my battles actually was over 3k. I was doing pretty well in the tank. This game was 3k or 3.2k. The next game I will show is sort of 3k. I was doing sort of 3k on a regular occasion. So, but I don't think that's the gun. That's more the tank, because it is heavily armored. If you get yourself into a decent position, you can absolutely farm some damage. And if you get the right team on the enemy team that don't know how to penetrate you, then of course you will be able to farm some damage regardless of what gun you use. So I'm not a lover of the T95 anyway, and this is pretty much, I've named it playing stock shit. It's pretty much right tank, wrong gun. But for me, it's not even the right tank, which is why I've named it playing stock shit. Let me know in the comments below what stock shit you would like me to play next. I'll have a look through the comments, and pretty much the one suggested the most I will do next. Now, if it's a tank I like, I will of course do it right tank, wrong gun. If it's a tank I absolutely hate, I'll then call it the same as this, playing stock shit, because that is what it is. Now, it's a shame the T95 has got a great gun on it. It really has got a great gun. The 155 is a fantastic gun, and on the right map, I mean, if you can get something like Himmelsdorf or something like that, then yeah, you can have a pretty good game. But for me, it is just way too slow. And when you're coming up against tier 10s, yes, you have the armor profile, but it's just, for me, it's just too slow, and it's a very difficult tank to play. You can't just roll up and expect to bounce everything. You can't roll up and expect just to dish out all the damage and not receive any damage. So if it was a bit faster, I mean, Wargaming gave it the speed boost, the special speed boost, as we like to call it. But to be honest, the tank is just so slow, it doesn't really do anything. It doesn't do anything. So even though I'm running the speed boost, the extra speed boost on this thing at the moment, I would just run the repair kit. I would run the both repair kits, because your modules get damaged quite easily. Now, you can see up against this J Panther, we can pen his hull, but now up against the Tiger, we're actually going to, I mean, just look at that. Look at can't pen the bottom plate. We can pen the bottom plate with APCR, especially when he was angled at the way he was angled. And of course, we can penetrate the side of him nice and easy. But you're not going to have that opportunity all the time to get the side shots, and you're still going to bounce. We destroyed his ammo rack there. He's trying to get around us, not the best of things, and we do get rid of him. Now, this game was actually such a sad game. If I was running the Top Gun on this, it would have been a win, and it would have actually been a nice battle. But instead, because I was running this tier 8 shit, we couldn't deal with the E75, which we're going to show in a minute. But the enemy K91, he had such a good game. 6.5k damage he actually ends with. So he gets a well-deserved days. Decent player, very, very good player. And I messaged him after and said, "What, GG, man, GG." So I like this shot here on the Indian Panzer. I thought this was actually going to be a win. I mean, we've still got a lot of hit points between the team. But there goes the FV. A couple of my tanks on a couple of my team are still full hit points, but I mean, against 3 tanks we should easily be dealing with this. So I'm going to come up against the E75. I'm going to come behind him now, and I want to deal with him. Of course, he's a strong tank. 312 alpha there. If I had the big gun, that would have been nearly 600. And again there, that would have been sort of 600, but I wouldn't have reloaded as quick. You can see with APCR we can penetrate the bottom plate of this E75, but one thing is such a shame at the minute is we're not bouncing him. We are not bouncing him at all, and he decides to get close, which now means I am going to struggle to penetrate him. You can see we just can't get our gun down, or we can't get our gun up to the hatch, and we just lose it, and we end up losing that game, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't see any reason whatsoever to play this gun, and I would definitely suggest, like, I don't like the T7, I don't like the T95, but just because I don't like it, it doesn't mean it's not a good tank. It is a good tank. In the right hands, it is a good tank. Played correctly on the right map, in the right position, it is an absolute brutal tank. But I personally don't like the tank, and I definitely would not recommend playing this stock. Now, I'm only playing this with the stock gun. I don't know on this battle, actually. I'm not quite sure. This battle was taken quite a while ago. But the other games that you've just seen, I was only playing it with the stock gun. Imagine playing this tank with the stock track, stock engine. Oh my god, that would be why? Like, why? Why would anyone want to put themselves through that misery of playing this absolutely stock? This is the kind of thing that people pay me to play in a stream, like stock T95, completely stock T95 with HE only. Now that is yeah, that's not great. I actually did it once, and I sort of got 3k damage first class on a stream, just using HE, but we had the right team come up against us. So you can see here now, I can't penetrate the Jaegeru. We do manage to penetrate the E4's hatch. As we know, it's quite it is quite weak, but we just can't penetrate this Jaegeru, this JG Panzer E100. So we're going to sit there and just like, you know what, we're going to hold, and I'm not even going to come up against them guys. I'm just going to turn around and come up against the guys behind and hopefully get a few bounces. I'm looking around. I'm still, my map awareness, I know my map awareness, and I'm just looking around to make sure I'm not being attacked by, or not being rushed by any of those TDs that I was originally shooting at. So I want to deal with these guys. I want to help my medium tanks to deal with these guys. The E50 is a 1-shot. The AMX-50B is a 2-shot. We don't manage to penetrate that T57 heavy there. But so far this game, I mean, luckily, because it's a T95 and you are playing the stock gun, because of your armor, you will get away with certain things. I mean, we blocked 2,800 damage at the moment, so that's a pretty good thing. That's a pretty good amount of block damage. So you have to, if you're playing this gun, you really have to rely on your armor. You have to. You've got no choice. What are you going to do otherwise? You can't. You need to get around the team, and that's very difficult to do in a T95. So you can see the Jaegeru there, very difficult to pen. We're going to penetrate the bottom plate, no problem. The bottom plate is very weak, so that's not a problem. But anywhere else, even the side, the cheeks of the tank is red AF. So that is the T95 playing the stock shit gun. Again, as I've said, let me know in the comments below which stock shit you want me to play. If it's a tank I like, then it will be Right Tank Wrong Gun. If it's a tank I don't like, we will name it just like this one, plain stock shit. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I might be back tonight with some OP replays. We'll see if I have time, but for now, I'm meadsy69 and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.